Hi, all the recruiters. It's Shirley Anderson from Placement Partner, and I wanted to introduce to you a very special guest that I have invited here today. Welcome, Kathleen McDonald.
Thank you.
Kathleen is a sales and training consultant at Placement Partner, and the reason I've asked her to come today is to first of all, show us the search functions that are available within the Placement Partner system. And I think the other reason I think she's the perfect person to ask to do this today is because she's been a recruiter in her previous roles using the Placement Partner system before. So she can really put herself in the shoes of our client who is the recruiter and show them exactly how the system can make them more efficient. So welcome again, Kath. Before we get started, what would you say are the main benefits of the search functionality that's available in Placement Partner for a recruiter?
Well, what's great about our search functionality is being able to go through your ad responses fast and make that placement. So as a recruiter, obviously they get stacks of ad responses and candidate applications, and to open up each and every CV application would generally take quite long. They could also miss really great candidates and opportunities. So what we've done is we've got a great quick search functionality to be able to pinpoint that exact candidate that you're looking for with specific requirements or experience, or of course when your recruiter creates a vacancy on the system, being able to see the candidates that have applied for that specific role. So what I'll do is I'll just share my screen with you and take you through some of these options. So right, you can see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Right, so this is our post box search. This is obviously where all the ad responses will flow into. So if you're not using a system, generally recruiters will find having to open up these in their emails. With us, we've got a lovely post box, which makes it much faster, as I've said before. So this is where all of the applications are. If I go to a CV content search, I can type in exactly what I'm looking for. If I'm working on a financial management role, I can type that in inverted commas, which we call our Boolean search, and we're able to push only ad responses with financial manager as an actual phrase in the CV. If I want to make it even better, I can say, I'd like this candidate to also have worked on SAP. And if I search again, I should now have exactly 12 candidates who have got this exact wording, and they are the financial managers themselves. So
you went down from 123 candidates to only just 12.
Yeah, in a matter of seconds, as opposed to having to spend the day going through, hundreds of applications, and then as we said, missing really great candidates.
Awesome.
So that is, our one way of searching. If I just clear the CV content search, you'll see that we've also got built into the system our languages, employment equity, and of course our education skills and job requirements. So if you wanted to also do a search saying you're wanting somebody that's got a bachelor's degree in a specific sector or a specific qualification, you could also use from the drop down and notice over here, there we may have 15 candidates. If you want to make it even less, you're welcome to add in more of these options. Or of course, from here, you could then work through just the 12 or the 15 as opposed to the 100 or 200 that were lying there. What's also nice is it's open, so all candidates can view this. Oh, sorry, not candidates, all recruiters within the company. Everybody can see, so everybody can help, to help match the position and just get the placement made.
Very transparent.
Yeah, transparent. Then in our candidate search, also very similar thing would apply here. So you could also search here name and surname, because by that stage you would have dealt with your candidate. You obviously would have had a phone call with them between looking at their ad response and then giving them a call asking if they'd like to come in for an interview. So at this stage, you could also say admin, office and support under your sector, and in your job function, maybe you'd like the system to pull up all of your admin clerks. And again, do a search over here and there we have it. If you want to make it even less, of course, you can carry on with the education and skills, and keep on adding in whatever your spec would say. So mainly the non-negotiables of your spec. You would like to search in here, and make your process nice and quick. And then also lastly,
as far as I know, I just want to check in, the notes section is also completely searchable. So if you've dealt with this candidate before and you've added notes, that is also searchable. So there's various parts within the search
functionalities, yes.
Functionality that can be searched to really get down to that one that you
exactly that one that you really want, that perfect match.
That's amazing. Cool.
Yeah, and then under our vacancies as well, so obviously the recruiter would have created a vacancy on the system so that candidates could apply. So here they would line, you'll notice that there's a reference number per vacancy that you've created. If I hover my mouse, I can see that there are 5 responses to this ad and 3 have been unread. If I click on it, it'll redirect me to just that specific vacancy. There would be the reference number, and here are our candidates that have applied for that specific role. So if you wouldn't want to go through the entire post box by the first search I showed you, you're also welcome to use it like this, and you'll see right here that this specific candidate right at the top, her CV has not yet, her CV has been opened, and the ones that have got the unread have not been opened as yet. So you know exactly what you need to look at and what you don't.
Amazing. All right, perfect. I think, there were a couple of things that stood out for me, Kath, which was, first of all, the amount, the huge amount of different ways that you can search towards that one candidate, or to at least cut the list down significantly, which obviously, as you said right in the beginning, saves you time. But I also just love the transparency of the post box and the candidate database, which you pointed out so nicely to us, that this becomes a way of your consultants working together, and also helps them to find candidates they may not have found before. You might have candidates that have applied for specific roles. They're sitting in the post box, but they weren't right for that specific vacancy.
Exactly.
Whereas another vacancy, they might be the perfect fit for them, but they don't get just disappeared and go into, some dark hole. Rather, they're completely searchable for another consultant to take advantage of, which is obviously cutting your time and your efficiency hugely. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you get the right candidate to your client before anybody else does. We all know that it's, a time thing. And I think it's saving you so much time. I think in the last certainly in the last 12 months, recruitment has changed hugely for recruiters. It's really forcing them to get into a more creative space of recruitment, meaning they need to spend more time with their marketing and their networking and, their online profile and presence, and maybe even niching into particular areas of recruitment. That in itself, means they need to find time.
Absolutely, yeah.
If we can
so
take out
cut the time while you can.
Exactly. And that, I think that just makes the job so much more fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes you a much more dynamic recruiter.
Yes.
So thanks. Yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time to show us. And I just like to say, for any recruiters out there that would like to get in contact with Kath, she is based in Gauteng and also services a lot of our towns and cities around there. Lizanne is also her right-hand lady, also in the same team. You can get in contact with her, and then obviously Calvin in the Western Cape and Eastern Cape, servicing those areas. I think book a Zoom meeting. We love our Zooms and being able to showcase our system that way. But if you'd prefer face-to-face, I think this is also something that we can do very well, nicely social distanced, where we can show you how the system can work for you. And I think that's one of the things about Placement Partner that's so great. We really do like the human-to-human contact. You're never a ticket, you're always a person and a business that we'd like to partner with to achieve your goals. So thanks, Kath, for being with us today, and we're looking forward
Such a pleasure. Thank you.
to getting the guys in contact.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.